Hi there folks, it's Deni. You know, in real life we are almost always locked within 4 walls and we just can't go and start exploring new places. And even if we can, it's hard, really hard, because you can just go into the woods or something like that. But if you do have the relentless spirit of the explorer inside you, you can always put it into games. So today I brought you some cool new open world games that you probably haven't heard of yet. So sit back and get comfortable. But before we begin, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, let's get started. If you are feeling a little nostalgic for Skyrim, you can try Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. It is an RPG and here you will have to unravel the secrets of the Guardians of Menhirs that threaten the hometown of the protagonist and of course become a hero and save everyone. The world here is inspired by the legends of King Arthur, but slightly reimagined. During your journey, you'll discover grim locations and meet their inhabitants, complete quests and lots of other things. What's more, the story here is not linear, so any choices you make will affect the plot. In addition, much of the gameplay here is made up of dynamic first-person battles. Well, the only thing is that the graphics here aren't great, but if that's not a big deal to you, why not give this game a chance? Well, it's time to talk a little bit about space, because now I'm gonna show you the cool adventure space shooter Everspace 2. Here you take the helm of your own starship and set off to conquer the far reaches of the galaxy. But be prepared that your flight will be quite dangerous. Asteroids, comets, space debris and hostile aliens won't bore you on your way to any planet you need to explore. Well, yeah, if you can make it there. By the way, the creators claim that you can spend more than 19 hours in the game, completing side quests, going through challenges and solving the space mysteries. All in all, this is space after all, and it is so large. So I think you will spend a lot of time in this game. Next up, we have Song of the Prairie. This is a 3D casual farm simulation game where you can relax a little bit at a peaceful and quiet farm job. However, it's not just another boring simulation where you have to constantly grow carrots. This game is filled with interesting events that force you not only to grow a farm, but also to explore the world around you. You find yourself in the town of Prairie, with over 24 different residents. Well, everyone here has their own issues. Also, the world here is extremely unusual. There are huge plants and animals and the seasons change very rapidly. And you know what that means? It means that this world is full of secrets and mysteries. And I bet you will really enjoy uncovering them. Next up, we have a very stylish isometric survival game called Above Snakes, Prologue, where you will be building a world tile by tile in a Wild West atmosphere. You'll have to explore nature, hunt, collect useful stuff, create gear and build yourself a house. In general, all that survival stuff. What's more, you won't just be building houses for yourself here, you'll have to build the world itself. I mean, really, you'll have to build the place where all your buildings will be standing. Here's how it works. There are special tiles, simply put, pieces of the world's surface, and you have to place them on an empty, lifeless map to expand the world and gain access to new areas and resources. Basically, you'll have to create your own open world. Isn't that cool?
CDC is advising that you stay in your home.
I'm not sure if you can still call the horror survival games Sons of the Forest new, but anyway, that's what I'll show you next. This game continues the story of the most terrifying island in the Pacific. Well, if you've played the first game, you know very well that there are very strange aborigines and multi-armed monsters. This game will be great for people who like secrets, because there are endless dark caves and oh so scary mystery looking in the depths of the island. Well, just like in the first game, you will again have to survive and search for traces of the secret organization. Oh, and one more good thing. Now you can use firearms, and moreover, your character will have great close combat skills, so now you can fight back the enemies and not just like run away from them and throw Molotov cocktails from afar. Anyway, this game is really good, and I highly recommend you to try it. Another new game is the indie Dredge. It is an interesting interpretation of fishing simulator with adventure elements. The main character here has a small boat and he is using it to swim and to fish. There are more than 120 different sea creatures that you can catch and sell to the locals. But as you might have guessed by now, fishing and trading is not the most interesting thing you can do here. Here you can also just observe the world, study the area and the local inhabitants, and trust me, it will be much more fun. And yes, there are mysteries here, lots of mysteries, and there are monsters too. Well, what did you expect? You can just wander around here at night, and if you really want to, well, you can safely consider this game a horror. What else can you come up with for open world games? The desert, maybe. But there is nothing but sand in the desert, you may say. But no, the game I'm gonna show you now offers you much more than just sand. I'm talking about the game with puzzle elements, Light of Alariya. Here you will be traveling not only through the desert, but also through the ancient temples and ruins, trying to restore the power of stars and to awaken the fallen civilization. Together with the main character, you'll ride a cool sand boat, enjoy stone sculptures, examine the notes and murals, solve puzzles and try to uncover the dark secrets that this place hides. But still, it's just a desert game, so don't expect something extremely dynamic or something like that. But if you just want to relax and try something calming, this is a great choice. What's the first thing you think of when it comes to open world games? I bet it's survival. Well, that's why the first thing I'm gonna show you today is the survival game Smalland Survive the Wilds. The protagonist here was a normal guy, but, well, small guy. So basically, in this game you find yourself in quite a predicament. Like, even the lightest breeze can just lift you up in the air and blow you the hell away. Or some very slight drizzle will create a puddle that will be as big as a lake for you, and you can literally drown in it. So, building a safe home for yourself and creating gear is probably the first thing you should do here before you go exploring this dangerous world. Oh, and one more thing. This place is full of insects that will attack you every now and then, and since you are, well, very small, they will really a big threat to you, so be careful. I'm sure there are fans of pixel games here among you. Well, I have something to show you. Octopath Traveler II is a pixel role-playing game. The events of the game unfold on the eastern and the western continents of Calistia. Here you have 8 characters to choose from. Each of them has their own storyline, character, profession, preferred weapons, skills and ways of interacting with the surrounding world. Here we'll need to explore a lot of locations, trade, look for chests with useful stuff, complete side quests and, in fact, constantly improve your character. As for the combat system, the battles here are turn-based and build around the idea of breaking through defenses and looking for weaknesses in your opponents. Well, I can say that overall it's a good game, but it's kind of peculiar and won't be liked by everyone. So I recommend you check it out for yourself.
Now to strike.
Next up, we have Nibiru. It's an open-world survival shooter. The game is about exploring an alien world and the various mysteries hiding in it. You will have to choose one of 7 survivors, each with their own spatial skills. The interesting thing is that each character here has their own unique prologue. I think that's cool. But anyway, after you choose your character, you have to go explore some mysterious planet while crafting different survival stuff. Moreover, you can also play this game with other people. Well, the world here is pretty big, but there are a lot of enemies too. Basically, it's kind of like the forest, but more colorful, and the nature here is pretty strange. Who would have thought that the rocket building game will take the developers of Kerbal space program so far? But anyway, now we have Kerbal Space Program 2, where besides building space rockets and trying to launch them into space, we have a unique colony mechanics, allowing you to create and develop settlements on other planets. You'll even be able to turn a colony into a main base and plan a build shuttles on it to launch to Earth. Next generation technology, colonies and systematic resource gathering have brought the characters here to a whole new level of exploration, interstellar travel. Isn't that cool? So now you have a whole open space world at your disposal to explore, so go for it. Well, I think space is cool, so let's end today's video with something to do with space. Spacebourne 2 is a game that combines both shooter and RPG elements. It's kind of like a spaceship simulator that can take you through stars and planets, but there is one thing: it's as far away from reality as possible. But still, you have to pilot this ship and explore the world here. The good thing is that here you can do whatever your heart desires. You can also upgrade and equip your ship with all sorts of modules that will open up entirely new possibilities for you. And yes, you have to fight here too. One more thing, there are factions and guilds. You can join them and become a part of some space squad. Anyway, it's worth you to try it. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found something interesting, and if so, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's been Deni, see ya guys soon.